Okay, so if you caught some of my Luma apiculata removal video, you'll know that I managed to get the tree out eventually, and in front of it there were two honeyberries. Now I'm planning to put one of my pineapple guava plants here, one of my potted ones, into that space, although I'll probably bring it a bit further forward in the border. But because I've taken out two honeyberries, I was thinking I could put something else that's not too aggressive growing at the front here. Now I've already got two Chilean guavas in this raised bed. This was one I put in about 2 or 3 years ago, and it died right back to the ground last winter when we had that freeze for several days when I had -7 to -8 centigrade, and it died right back to the base. And that's a kapow. And also I bought last year as a replacement for another plant that died. Oh yeah, I had the yuzu in that space. I bought another kapow from Burncoos Nurseries, and I've put that in there. And the reason I've put into kapow is theoretically they produce the largest berries. So some of the other what I call uncultivated species tend to be very, very small, but from what I've seen, the kapow is slightly larger once the plant's established and meant to taste quite nice. So we'll wait and see what happens. But I thought, as I've got a decent space at the front now, I put in another Chilean guava, and one of the reasons for having these is they're much slower growing and they're much easier to keep under control size wise. They're not as aggressive as the honeyberries or the Luma, and of course there's always a risk if we get a cold winter of them being cut back. Now we are due a cold spell, but the other advantage of these being quite small is I should be able to throw a frost fleece over them. They'll be fine down to about -4 or -5, but -7 was too much. I'm hoping we're not going to see anything that cold in the next few weeks, but I'll keep an eye on the weather, and if it looks like being very cold, I will throw a frost fleece over them. So this one that I'm going to plant here is one I bought a few weeks ago from Pan Global Plants. It's not a variety that I've had before. You can see the price, £18.50. They're not a bargain. But this is called Villarica Strawberry, and my attention was drawn to this by Peter Entwistle. Thanks, Peter. And I think they actually had one plant left when I bought this, so or maybe it was two. So I got lucky, really. They even put my name on it to reserve it. So I'm going to pop this in the ground in a minute, which I shall just quickly video. The ground's already nice and soft where I've pulled the honeyberries out. I'm not going to bother amending it in any way because it's winter, and to be honest the plants were growing well, so I think the soil's probably okay. I'm not going to top dress it at the moment. I'm just going to pop the plant in. Doesn't really need to be watered in because we've just had perpetual rain, but I'll probably get a pot full of water put on it just to help settle the roots in and get rid of any air holes on it. So let me flip the camera around and we'll get this planted. Right, I don't think there's anybody who really needs to know how to plant a pot in the ground, but I'm going to video it anyway because this time of year there's not much to be videoing and it may be of interest. So basically I'm just going to loosen up the compost, but because this bed was all new compost when I put it in, it's nice and healthy. You can see it's got a nice big earthworm there, so they're happy. I should pop that somewhere else so he doesn't get damaged or pinched by a bird. Not that I mind feeding the birds, but I want the worms to do the job in the soil for me. So basically I'm just going to make a hole nearest to the front. As I said, these aren't particularly aggressive growers, so I haven't got to worry about it taking over the whole bed. I'm not going to loosen up the soil around it because I don't want to disturb the roots at this time of the year. It's not too pot bound, so I'm just going to pop it in like that, and I think that will be absolutely fine. In fact, because I haven't disturbed the roots and the soil's nice and wet, I'll just firm it down a bit, but I probably won't have to water it because the actual soil in the pot was very wet. So I think that's going to be fine. We're bound to get some rain or snow this week anyway. So as I said, that one is called Ugly Molyneux Villarica Strawberry, apparently introduced by someone called Paul Barney from Pucón in Chile. supposed to be smaller leafed and hardier form of the species, so hopefully that will prove to be the case. Okay, so that's job done. As I said, I'll probably get some bark to cover this up at a later stage, but I'm not going to bother now. I'm just going to leave it like that, and we'll keep an eye on the weather, and if we get very, very cold spells, I will throw some fleece over my 3 Chilean guavas in an attempt to protect them. So thanks for watching the video, much appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up, share the video if you think anybody would be interested, subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell if you like updates on new videos when they come out. Catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.